Haycock 45 here. Many of you probably think you've seen this rifle in a video before. Most of you have not, because I haven't had it very long. Cowboy Day. Wow, don't you tell anybody. Well, I just missed that 2-liter. Oh man, sweet. 44 Magnum. Let's wake up Mr. Gong with a 44. That will wake him. Definitely. How about the Buffalo? Yeah, he'll wake up anything. Even this pot right here. I want to tell you, or that pumpkin. Awful. Bullseyes. Can you believe it? I'm empty finally. Oh wow, nice rifle. Holds a lot of ammo. Yeah, 44 Magnum or 44 Special, and that's what makes this one special, because it is the Cowboy Limited in 24-inch barrel. You know, so I put that in the title, and that's what differentiates it. And a lot of things differentiate it. It's a JM model made in 2001. Before all the fiasco, you know, with Marlin being sold and everything. And it's checkered, and it's one of those, the Cowboy Limited octagonal barrel, 24-inch, and I got it dressed out, as you can see, the way I like these Marlins, with my Skinner sights, peep sight, and I've even put the slug in the barrel there, place, refilled it. Fix the safety issue. It's ready. It's ready. You remember, you might think back to the last lever gun I'd ever sell. Some comments I made, I think, around the end of that video. Might provide you some insight. Maybe I'll link to that video. We may have to do a chapter 2 of that video. Now I have an aperture for that front sight, rear sight, to make it a little bit smaller. I don't know. For precision shooting, I can hit better with that, but you know me, I'm not going to do a lot of real precision shooting. So yeah, this is an old Marlin. I found it. I'm happy. So this is mine. And putting the sight on is not a big deal. I'll tell you though, to get this slug in the, when I took this sight off, yeah, you're left a groove there, right? Slot, dovetail. And so I've got these. I think that, I don't know, it came from Skinner. I think, I don't know who makes them, but them I guess. But they're oversized, and wow, they're tricky to get in. You notice I got to put a dent, the only dent in my gun, in the fore end there. That's me. I did that already. And I was being very, very careful, but I had to really sledge that thing. I stoned it down so it would go in, period, enough, and got it. You want it tight. That's why they make them oversized. But so I got that filled, you know, and it's this one was made in 2001. So that's the vintage. You know, starts with 99 and the serial number that tells you the year. And I was very, very, very pleased to find it, because it completes my trifecta, as I said in the Sunday morning video. I think I shot this in a recent Sunday morning video. Depending on when you're seeing this, whether it's recent or not. But then again, you could be seeing all this 8 years from now, and you just saw the Sunday morning video that we did weeks ago, and you're just seeing this, so who knows, right? But I have the 45 Colt, and I should be loading as I'm yakking. I'll try some of my hand loads. 45 Colt, this exact gun. I have it's, let's see, it's a 97 or 98 vintage. I have the 357, which is I think the same as this one, 2001. And now I have the 44. Well, I have the 44 carbine, more or less, than the 20-inch barrel that was made later, but not exactly like this one. So this is a 24-inch, just like the other two I was talking about. So these three firearms, you almost cannot differentiate them. Just I laid them all out here, but they're in three of the most, I guess, popular is not too strong a word for me. Three of my most popular chamberings: 357 Magnum, 45 Colt, 44 Magnum. Yeah, it doesn't get a lot better than that, as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, man. and in a very nice model, Marlin model, the 1894. You know, it's historical, even though these were later versions of it. They are just such sweet shooters. You'll have seen us do videos with them almost since the beginning, I guess, since the beginning, because I had the 45 before we started doing this, and they're just nice. John and I cannot get over how hard it is to miss with them. I could even miss that pump. Wow, I did just wound him. I got a piece of pumpkin on my shoulder. Oh, moving target. These are hand loads. Let's see, I got some targets that won't hurt over there, I'm sure. Yeah. Yep, there we go. Yeah, like I say, I can hit better, I think, with the aperture in here, but I really like the way you can pick up the target quickly with this. You can see very quickly, obviously. It's more like a ghost ring for sure. And those are like, I noticed the last time we did a 44, it was with that 20-inch barrel with just shooting standard range ammo, but you know, it's pretty hot, Federal 44 mag is. And one of those swinging plates I was painting, I noticed this really a crater in it, a fairly deep crater. I thought, what have I been shooting that with? A rifle of some, by accident or something? And no, it was like the day or two before with a 44 Magnum rifle, you know, shooting 44 Magnum. Pretty hot round, and it's not hardened steel, but it really put a place in that. That's, again, for new shooters, it's one little lesson there. That's why we use hardened steel. If you can afford it, AR-500 is maybe better, but that's great steel for plates and things, even animals, because you want all the lead to just go out and up and down and everything, and nothing to come back. You don't want craters in it, and that solves that issue. You know, it's more expensive. But just regular steel is not as hard as you think it is. Someone might hit you over the head with some. It might feel pretty hard, but you know, it's not. Well, let's go ahead and try a couple of these things. See if they'll cycle first. They're a little bit long. I'm gonna go ahead and put one in. You know, I was worried about that. Oh, that might be because I was holding it sideways. Put that on safely. I think that's what that was. Now these are supposed to be really hot. Oh, well, I don't know where to hold them, but let's try that cinder block with one. I think it's about gone, huh? Okay, that one cycled all right. Well, I about knocked the barrel over. See if I can hit the end of it. Okay. Yeah. So now that's something I got for Grizz country. Okay. Although I think anything on the table is okay for Grizz country, except for my hand loads. They're okay, but they're a mild Magnum. Mild Magnum. And I didn't bring any 44 specials out, but I did test them. They seem to cycle okay. Now here's another Grizz round. Hammer down. Hammer down. And with these we have a Bullet 270 grains. That's nothing to sneeze at, is it? And it's trucking at 1,700 feet per second. Wow. So that's, do the math on that, but that's actually maybe hotter than the Underwood. So it's nice to have some really hot rounds. Let's try these. Oh man. And that's the nice thing about a common caliber like this, 44 Magnum, even though it's expensive to shoot, there are all sorts of rounds for it. No doubt about it. Hammer down. These are relatively newer round, I think, from Federal. I've shot a few of them, and I've shot a lot of their Fusion. This is a 240 grain when they shoot some of that too. All right, let's shoot some of these. Well, I might finish off. I still see a piece of that cinder block hanging there, I think. Oh, man, now he's gone. About that red square up there. Wow, that's a heavy plate. Knocks the heck out of that. I bet it knocked the heck out of that ram. Boom, yeah. After all, it's a hunting round. Let's try the buffalo over there that never wants to fall. Yep, there's 1 or 2 on that one. How about that round plate right there on that field? Boom. Yeah, you can tell it's hitting hard. That's cool. 44 Magnum, newsflash, more fun to shoot than a rifle. Doesn't kick you as much. Although a big, heavy handgun is not too bad. But that's the appeal of something like this. It's one reason I got the Anaconda, because it's big and heavy. And it's nice to go out with 44 Magnum, knowing you got a lot of power, and it's just not breaking your wrist every time you pull the trigger. And of course, this is not breaking your wrist, it's breaking your shoulder, right? Oh man, let's well, might as well try everything. A little fusion. Shiny fusion. It's the only thing on the table I haven't fired yet, I guess. This is good stuff too, hunting rounds. And this is 240 grain ammo and velocity of 1290. Okay. Good old bullet. Looks so, yeah, it's heavy. That one's heavier. This thing cycles, and it was in new condition, and so I'm pleased that it's smooth. It doesn't seem to need a lot of breaking in to smooth out, and just these are such nice rifles. If you've ever owned one or fired one, you know what I'm talking about. And it doesn't have to be a JM model. These are kind of collectible now. There were actually some good ones made, as I understand, during the Remington years. Not as many good ones, but there were some people who actually got good ones. They brag on them, and they don't like people making fun of them because they are great, they think. And they probably are. It's not they think. That sounded like an insult. I mean, they're very impressed with them. And of course, Ruger's making the Marlin. They own Marlin now. I don't think they're making the 1884 yet. But yeah, you know what? I've been calling it the 1984 model. I know I have written it down. Come to think of. But so yeah, they're just I don't know about they're the ideal. There are a lot of good rifles now, and lever guns, chamber and pistol caliber cartridges. You got many of them coming out of Italy that they're fine, and you know, Ruger and everybody else. But these old Marlins are just sweet. They really are. I have mentioned before, when I first got into cowboy action shooting in the 1990s, this is what this was the gun of choice in various calibers. For bowling, too, yeah. Very popular for bowling. See, the red bowling pins are a little close for shooting steel, I think. That's one of the advantages of a bowling pin. You can shoot it from about any distance, and you're good to go. Might as well knock over that last ram. We'll try to. Woo! All right, he's a heavy, hard faller, no doubt about it. Nice round. Click. You can feel it. You know you're shooting a 44 Magnum. That tells you about 44. This stuff. I'll shoot one more mag now. I'll let you go. Make you leave, in fact. I won't let you go. I'll make you go. How's that? I got a pad on here. This is an extender. So I've got it lengthened a little bit, and it fits me like a glove. It's in one of my very favorite chamberings. So, you know, I'm pretty happy with it. Some of you saw it earlier, brought it out on Sunday morning video, as I said. And I don't think I update them. All right, we're loading up the Federal American Eagle, 240 grain. All right, this is my staple American Eagle. Has been since long before we started doing these videos. I've always liked it. It was good ammo. All right. Anything else about this thing? Like I said, it's this was 2001, and JM. You can see the JM right there. JM stamped 44 mag or special, and just the right size. Fits me really well with a little bit of an extender on it. They carry well. It's a nice thing about a lever gun, especially if you're not addicted or feel like you have to have a scope or some kind of optic. You know, just carrying that thing in the woods. If I were a deer hunter, you know, I would just be so comfortable carrying it. Of course, I carry these in the woods a lot and shoot plink, but you know, just handy to carry, like a good old pump shotgun or something. All right. Who else wants to go down? How about the? We've neglected some of those red plates, so even without my my smaller aperture, I think I can hit them well enough. Maybe. All right. I like that sound. Yeah, I might just leave that aperture out. Yeah. I'm beginning to think I don't need it. That old turkey went down fast, didn't he? How about that piggy on that row? Yeah, he went down fast too. Those pigs are heavy, and when you see one just fly down, you know it's hit with authority. Did I miss? I missed that last shot. It was going to be the last shot. Let's put one bullet in. There we go. Don't want to quit on a miss if I don't have to, especially with this beauty. So I know I get a little giddy with lever guns in general, and then on top of that, this is one of my very favorite lever guns. Very favorite, maybe my favorite lever gun, I don't know. And then also it happens to be in one of my very favorite cartridges, right? Chamberings, 44 Magnum. So there's no way I can't like this. And it also has one of my very favorite sights, a peep sight on it. I just, you all know, some of you have 10 AR-15s, you know, or that sort of rifle, and you bring it up and you've got a, well, no, wait a minute, maybe you don't have a ghost ring sight. You might very likely have a red dot, right? But a lot of you do, and you know what that's all about. So, pretty fine rifle. I'm very pleased to add it to the collection of Marlins and lever actions, and I promise to shoot this a fair amount. One reason I got it, I load a lot of 44 Magnum, and I shoot a lot of 44 Magnum. You've seen it. You've seen us shoot a lot of 44 Magnum, you know, in videos, and so we need a lot of 44 Magnum rifles, don't you think? I do. Life is good.
Oh yeah, that's better. This is a great gun for defense. Oh hey, didn't see you guys there. While I've got you here, I want to remind you of our friends over at Talon Grips and Ballistol. Talon Grips makes grips, can you believe it, for all different types of firearms. You can get rough texture or more of a rubberized texture. It just sticks right on there. You know, really affordable, really cool option to improve the grip for your handguns or rifles. So please check them out at talongungrips.com. You'll be glad you did. And also Ballistol. Dad has been using Ballistol for many years. It's a cleaner and a lubricant, and it's non-toxic. It works really great, and we're happy to have them on board since it's been a part of our shooting endeavor for a very long time. So go to ballistol.com, talongungrips.com, and also while you're out there, I'm juggling all these things here. Also, while you're on the internet, please do check out our other social media like Hickok45 on Facebook. There's also Hickok45 on Twitter, The Real Hickok45 on Instagram. There's a John_Hickok45 on Instagram where I do some things. There's Hickok45.com. You can find us also on Gunstreamer. So check out all that stuff and then watch more videos.